but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Here comes Malik Washington. This makes it up to the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
2nd down carry for Achane. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Tua now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
First down of the game for James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Another one for Cook. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Allen off the play action. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. This is not going to help their cause. They had a third down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
They motion a receiver left. Allen on third and short. He shovels this one forward. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
40-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Getting in his 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! For momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. Design bootleg here. It's caught. Devon Achane. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss, so it's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts That's too much. They bring him down. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Makes the catch, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw now, Allen. Ball is caught, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Allen gonna throw again. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's gonna be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Allen now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him over right. Cook. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the first quarter. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Third and goal for Allen. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Prater puts it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 28-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now here he goes on the boot. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd, Tonga by Law. Waddle makes the catch. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. You've been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Allen on 3rd down. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills' first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 12. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills bump the lead up to 13 points.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
The call play action would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled. Well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Here's Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. Back deep for the Bills, Brandon Condrington. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Ball at the 33 for first down. Allen finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second down now, they need 7. Allen to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Here's Cook. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
This is Cook on the handoff. He's inside the 10. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Bills trying to add to their lead. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Off from the pistol to Cook. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Now Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, You really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the sack. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Yards. It's 4th down and goal.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Prater puts it through, and they come away with some points on that series.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The throw to the right finds Waddle. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's for Waddle again. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua again. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick by Patterson is good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Brandon Condrington to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now it's Cook. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jack Jones making that tackle.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This is Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
7 yards.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 now from the 30. Waddle now in motion right. Tua off the play fake. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Playing with Achane here out of the gun. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he managed what he can up to the 48. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Catch made. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
14-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Their punter making his way out now. And he gets it away from his end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll run it with Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Allen on 3rd and short. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's down all the way to the 30. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Now a give to Cook, running left. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen setting up play action. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now run by Cook. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They've got a man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
His guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Dolphins.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Here's Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Tua. Finds his back, Achane. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Another for Achane. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Dolphins 10.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Allen off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. And Allen will hold on to this. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Extra DB out there for the Fins, 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Good running here, he's across the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
On the sneak, it's Allen. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Davis. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first.
2nd and goal.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Hand off here to Davis. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. For an easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Prater puts it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Eskridge on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Hits him on the end. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins facing a 15-point deficit. 1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. The tight end going in motion right. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He tucks it and takes off. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got a man left. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it, right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Miami.